Virgo. Stop, don't scroll, don't click away, because between May 22nd and May 26th, something dangerous is happening in your life. Whether you realize it or not, the universe is setting up a spiritual trap. Yes, a trap, not to punish you, but to test you. And if you make even one of the 3 fatal mistakes during these 5 days, your destiny could be delayed, blocked, or destroyed until the year 2030. That's 6 years of wandering, repeating cycles, and missing your moment. You've felt it already, haven't you? The pressure, the confusion, the strange dreams, the sudden people popping back into your life, the emotions you thought you healed rising up again. This isn't random. This is your final exam from the universe. And here's the truth. 99% of Virgos will fail. Because the test doesn't look like a test. It looks like love. It looks like comfort. It looks like an opportunity. But it's a distraction designed to see, have you really changed? Or will you go back to what broke you? And listen closely. If Virgo is your sun sign, moon sign, rising, or even your 6th house ruler, this message is for you, because your soul signed up for this test. And if you're still here watching this, it means you're one of the few chosen to pass it. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to give you a spiritual ritual so powerful it could completely shift the next 6 years of your life. Virgo, this is your moment, and everything is about to change. From May 22nd to May 26th, the universe opens a powerful yet invisible cosmic filter. This isn't something you'll see with your eyes. You'll feel it in your sleep, in your mood swings, in your relationships. It's like a strange energy hanging in the air, pulling certain things closer while pushing others away. And here's the truth. This isn't happening to punish you. It's not chaos. It's not bad luck. It's a divine test, sent to reveal your readiness for elevation. Because Virgo, whether you realize it or not, you're standing at the edge of a spiritual promotion. Your next chapter is waiting. But the question is, can you handle it, or will you sabotage it like before? This spiritual trap? It's not obvious. In fact, it will look like exactly what you've been asking for, an unexpected opportunity, an old lover returning, a tempting shortcut, a chance to stay comfortable when your soul is screaming for growth. But here's the twist. These aren't blessings. They're mirrors. They're checking if you've actually learned the lessons from the last 6 to 12 months. Virgo, this portal is testing 3 things. Your discernment. Can you tell the difference between divine timing and dangerous distraction? Your discipline. Will you stick to what's right even when it's hard? Your direction. Do you know where you're going? Or are you still following the past? You are being watched during this time, not by people, but by your higher self, your ancestors, and even your future self 6 years from now. They're observing. Will you rise above the noise? Or will you fall back into comfort, chaos, or codependency? This test isn't about logic. It's about energy. It's subtle, emotional, internal. You may suddenly feel confused, exhausted, unmotivated. You may notice people pulling away, technology breaking down, plans falling apart. But all of it has one purpose: to break your patterns, to interrupt your distractions, to reroute you back to the path you originally chose before fear took over. Think of this moment as a spiritual maze. There's only one door that leads to your destiny. The rest lead to karmic loops, false alignments, and emotional detours that could delay your future for years. And most Virgos will choose the wrong door, not because they're weak, but because they're too logical, too busy, too distracted, or worse, because they believe the trap is actually a gift. Let me be clear, this is a trap disguised as a blessing, and if you're not deeply spiritually aware, you will walk into it smiling, thinking it's your breakthrough, when really, it's your biggest setback. But here's the good news. If you stay aligned, if you stay centered, if you listen to your soul instead of your fears, you'll pass the test, you'll walk through the right door, and the next 6 years of your life will be rewritten by destiny itself. So ask yourself right now, am I operating from ego or from alignment? Am I chasing validation or following truth? Because the universe isn't interested in how much you know anymore. It only cares about how much you're willing to grow. And Virgo, between May 22nd and May 26th, your soul will be graded. Now Virgo, let's talk about the first trap, the one that catches even the most spiritually awakened, the one that looks like love, sounds like support, and feels like home. The first mistake that can destroy everything you've worked for is this: trusting the wrong energy. Between May 22nd and May 26th, someone or something is going to come back into your life. It might be a person from your past. It might be a relationship you thought you healed. It might even be a thought pattern, habit, or fear disguised as familiarity, and it's going to feel comforting, safe, familiar. But Virgo, it's not alignment, it's a test. This might look like a person reaching out with kindness, an "I miss you" message, an apology, a sudden opportunity that seems too good to be true. But deep down, your soul will hesitate because it knows this is not a door to your future. It's the door back into your old cycle. The universe does this on purpose. It's not trying to punish you, it's checking if you're still emotionally vulnerable to the same energetic traps. Let me ask you honestly, have you truly healed from the betrayal? Have you really cut cords with the people who drained you? Or are you still hoping that one day they'll come back changed? Because during this 5-day window, the universe is going to send you a mirror. Someone will show up carrying the same energy that once delayed your growth. And the question is, will you protect your peace? Or will you reopen the portal to your pain? Virgo, you are deeply compassionate. You believe in redemption. You see the potential in others. You want to give second chances because part of you still wants closure or clarity or control. But this time, the cost is your destiny. This isn't about proving your worth to someone. This isn't about seeing if they've changed. It's about seeing if you have. Because if you allow this person or this pattern back into your energy field, you will start to lose clarity. You'll feel tired, confused, out of sync. Your goals will get fuzzy, your routines will fall apart, and your manifestation timeline will start to collapse. Why? Because the universe is withholding your next blessing until you release the energy that's not meant to come with you. Virgo. This is a trap that feels like connection, but it's actually a karmic test. So listen to the energy, not the words. Do they drain you or energize you? Do they challenge you to grow or pull you back into who you used to be? This is the moment where you must choose alignment over attachment, growth over guilt, destiny over comfort. If someone reappears between May 22nd and 26th, ask yourself, did I call this in from my higher self? Or is this my shadow-seeking validation? Because this time, there's no middle ground. Either they align with your future, or they were only meant to be a lesson. And Virgo, if you pass this test, you will quantum leap. Your next season of abundance, clarity, and elevation is just on the other side of that no. But if you let the wrong energy in, even for a moment, you will pay with delay, distraction, and disappointment. So protect your energy like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Virgo. Now let's talk about mistake number 2. It doesn't seem dangerous at first glance. It's subtle, quiet, and disguised as just taking a break. But the cost? It can sever your connection to the divine. It can disconnect you from your downloads. It can block your next steps completely. The second fatal mistake during this portal is breaking your spiritual routine. You might think, it's just one day without meditation. It's just a skipped journaling session. I'm too tired to ground myself today. I'll do it tomorrow. But Virgo, during May 22nd to 26th, there is no room for spiritual laziness. This portal is ultra-sensitive. It's like a cosmic Wi-Fi signal. The more you tune in, the clearer the message is. But if you go offline, even briefly, you might miss everything. And here's the truth the universe won't say out loud. Most Virgos will feel off during these days. You'll feel tired for no reason. Emotionally overwhelmed, foggy, forgetful, unmotivated, like you don't want to do your usual spiritual practices anymore. That's not coincidence, that's spiritual interference. The moment your frequency rises, the energy around you will try to pull you back down, because this portal is a gateway, and only those who stay tuned in, who stay devoted, who stay disciplined, will walk through it. Virgo, your strength isn't just in what you know, it's in what you do, consistently. The rituals you perform, the boundaries you keep, the promises you make to your soul, and keep even when no one's watching, the ones who keep showing up, even when it's inconvenient, even when they don't feel like it, even when their world is chaotic. Those are the ones who receive visions, divine signs, and cosmic clarity, because the universe is watching your energy more than your words. If you break your spiritual discipline during this high-frequency window, you're telling the universe, I'm not ready yet. And when that message is sent, the opportunities you've been praying for, they vanish, postponed, redirected to someone else who stayed ready. That's the hard truth. But here's the beauty in all of this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Even just 10 minutes of silence per day during this portal, from May 22nd to May 26th, can reconnect you to your higher path. Set a timer, light a candle, sit with your breath. Say, universe, I'm listening, guide me. And just wait, you'll start noticing things, symbols, numbers, gut feelings, the very answers you've been chasing, because the universe doesn't reward those who rush. It rewards those who remain still in devotion. So Virgo, this isn't about being spiritual enough, it's about staying in alignment when it's hardest to do so. Because the distractions will come, the fatigue will hit, the world will pull you toward comfort and convenience. But those are all part of the test. The ones who stay aligned through resistance are the ones who unlock the key to the next chapter of their life. So ask yourself, will I stay connected or will I drift? Will I guard my vibration or let it dissolve? Because the universe is whispering right now, stay awake, stay disciplined, stay ready. Your future depends on it. Now Virgo, we've come to the most dangerous mistake of all, the one that's so easy to make, because it doesn't feel like a mistake at all. Mistake number 3, ignoring the signs. The universe is always speaking, always sending clues, always guiding you. But here's the thing. The universe doesn't shout, it whispers. It speaks in numbers, in repeating patterns, in strange dreams and flickers of intuition that make your stomach turn or your heart leap. But most people, they brush it off. They call it coincidence. They say, it's probably nothing. But Virgo, it's never nothing. When you keep seeing 11:11 on clocks, that's not by chance. When feathers appear on your path, that's not a decoration. When animals show up in unusual ways, or you keep hearing the same name, or a song keeps playing with a message hidden inside it, that's a cosmic signal. Between May 22nd and May 26th, your intuition will be turned up, like an antenna pulling in frequencies from the divine. But here's the test. Will you trust the messages coming through, or will you silence your own soul? You see, Virgo, this portal is not just about avoiding distractions, it's about receiving direction. This is the moment where fate becomes choice, where destiny shows up in disguise. But if you're too distracted, too skeptical, too busy looking for a big, loud miracle, you'll miss the very thing you've been praying for, because the answers won't come through a billboard. They'll come through a gut feeling, a voice in a dream, a number you keep seeing, a door that suddenly opens or slams shut. This is a download window. And here's the secret most people don't know. If you ignore the signs, The universe will choose for you, and it might not choose the timeline you want, because silence, hesitation, or fear, those are choices too. And the universe responds to energy. It matches your vibration, not your words. So Virgo, ask yourself right now, what keeps showing up in my life over and over again? What message have I been pushing away, pretending not to hear? What truth have I been afraid to accept? Maybe the relationship you're clinging to has shown you red flags a dozen times. Maybe your body is sending signals that it's time to rest, to heal, to shift. Maybe your soul is pulling you in a bold new direction, but your fear is keeping you stuck. But the signs, they're not going to stop. They'll just get louder, more painful, until eventually you'll be forced to grow instead of choosing to grow. But you don't have to wait for that. All you need to do is listen and trust. Set aside logic. Stop over-analyzing. Get still. Because every time something repeats itself, a person, a number, a dream, a strange emotion, it's not a loop, it's a message. It's your higher self trying to break through the noise. So don't ignore it this time. The universe is delivering answers, but it's up to you to open the envelope. And Virgo? If you choose to listen, if you act when your soul says move, you won't just avoid the trap. You'll unlock the path that leads straight into your divine assignment. The signs are here. Now the question is, are you paying attention? Virgo, if you've made it this far, it means you're ready to align, ready to rise, ready to pass the test the universe has placed before you. You've heard the warnings, you've felt the energy. You now know the 3 spiritual traps that could block your destiny between May 22nd and May 26th. But now it's time for the most important part, the ritual. Because knowledge without action is wasted energy. You must show the universe, not just that you understand, but that you're aligned. So here's how to spiritually pass this test, and it starts every night for 5 nights in a row. The nightly alignment ritual, May 22nd to 26. Step 1. Prepare your sacred space. Turn off your phone, dim the lights, light a white candle, symbolizing purity, protection, and truth. Step 2. Sit in silence for exactly 11 minutes. No distractions, no music, just you and the energy of the universe. As you breathe, speak this invocation out loud or in your mind. Universe, show me what I must release. Show me what I must choose. Don't try to control the response. Let thoughts, images, names, or feelings rise naturally. Trust that whatever comes up is part of the message. Step 3. Write it down. Use a physical notebook or journal. Record any symbols, names, words, or emotions that appeared. Even if it doesn't make sense now, it will by May 26th. Step 4. Seal the ritual with intention. Hold your hand over your heart. Speak these words out loud. I choose alignment. I surrender to my highest path. Say it slowly. Feel it vibrate through your body. Let every part of you absorb the truth of those words. Step 5. Frequency healing before sleep. After your ritual, put on 528 Hz or 963 Hz healing frequencies. These sound waves repair DNA, open intuition, and amplify spiritual downloads. Let them play softly as you fall asleep. Let the energy work on your soul while your body rests. This signals to the universe, you're awake, you're listening, you're ready. And during this sacred portal, that's exactly what the universe needs to move you forward. Because while others are distracted, while others fall back into comfort and delay, you'll be preparing, you'll be tuning in, you'll be passing the test in silence while the universe takes notes. Optional add-ons to enhance the ritual. Place a clear quartz or amethyst crystal next to your candle. Burn sage or Palo Santo to cleanse your space beforehand. Drink a glass of water with a pinch of sea salt to ground your energy after Virgo. The ritual is simple, but don't underestimate its power. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it with presence, with devotion, and with heart. The universe doesn't expect perfection. It just needs to know you're willing to evolve. And if you show up, even for 11 minutes a night, doors you've been knocking on for years may finally swing open. This is your alignment portal, and this ritual is the key. Virgo, take a breath, because this is more than just a video. It's a wake-up call, a checkpoint in your timeline, a message your soul chose to receive. You didn't click on this by accident. You were guided here. Because something deep inside you knows you're at the edge of something life-changing. Between May 22nd and May 26th, the universe isn't just watching, it's deciding who is ready to rise, who is still clinging to the past, who will pass the final spiritual test, and who will repeat another cycle. And Virgo, this decision is not about your potential, it's about your actions. So ask yourself right now, will I ignore the signs? Will I fall for the trap? Or will I wake up, align, and walk boldly into the life I was born to lead? Because this test will not come again for years, and if you delay, your future timeline will be delayed with it. Don't be the one who almost changed. Don't be the one who almost listened. Be the one who broke through. Be the one who said, I see the trap, I will pass the test, I choose my destiny. Drop that in the comments right now. Let the universe hear your decision. Let your future self feel your declaration. And Virgo, if this message stirred something in you, subscribe, turn on the bell, because the next transmission will be even deeper. More divine warnings are coming, more keys, more light, but only the awake will receive them. So remember, you are not being punished, you're being positioned. And your future self? They're watching from the other side of this test, praying you don't give up now. The trap is set, but so is the portal to your purpose. You already know what to do. Now go do it.